All right, let's talk Notre Dame Fighting Irish football here for a little bit. This is obviously a program that's off to a strong start this season. The new addition of Hartman behind center has done wonders for this team. Coach Marcus Freeman continues to do a strong job, but it's not just what they've done at coach. It's not just the moves they made involving the quarterback position. There's another really smart move involving a different personnel group that I think will set up Notre Dame for a lot of success this season.
Yeah, Nick, the Fighting Irish have come out fighting, oddly enough. 3-0. They're looking better and better each game. Finally went up against their toughest opponent yet in North Carolina State. Still beat them by 21. The big win for the Fighting Irish. But their schedule is about to get a lot tougher. Before we get there, though, one more final tune-up-ish game against the Central Michigan Chippewas. I think this is going to be a big one for the Fighting Irish. So fans, today in the comment section below, we want to know, what are your predictions for the final score of the Fighting Irish for the Chippewas? Let us know in the comment section below. It's going to be a good one. What is your prediction of the final score? But Nick, let's get on into it. What is going on with the Fighting Irish?
Yeah, so any team that's vying to compete and win a national title, and look, Notre Dame is trying to do that this season. Frankly, they're trying to do that every season. There's a lot of factors and a lot of things you have to manage and a lot of smart moves you have to make in terms of setting up your roster and different personnel groups for long-term success. We've talked about it a number of times on this show. It's not just what you do at quarterback. It involves all the other positions supporting the quarterback as well. And it looks like Notre Dame has made a really smart move involving the running back position. Mize, if you want to throw up the report from Yahoo News, I will read from it. All right. While Sam Hartman's strong passing game is all the rage at number 9 Notre Dame, it's still the bulldozing ground game that keeps the Fighting Irish offense chugging along. Second-year coach Marcus Freeman doesn't want it any other way. Notre Dame's rushing attack has been powered by a bevy of backs. Bulldozing Audric Estime is the leader, listing at 5'11.5" and 227 pounds. He has a unique combination of nimble feet, nifty burst, and breakaway speed. We saw that against NC State. In addition to Estime, there's quick and shifty Jadarian Price, who has also been an effective option on screen passes, and Jeremiah Love, an explosive one-cut runner. Gibran Payne is another option because he can line up in the slot and excels in multiple facets. Each played key roles Saturday, and the group could become a 5-man band when former Penn State runner Devin Ford, a quick twitch runner, clears concussion protocol. Together, they can create all sorts of havoc for opponents. It gets them going, Parker said. They know they're adding value. We have to continue to utilize each strength of each guy in that room, Freeman said, but we're not going to get away from who we are. All right, here's why this is really important. We talk about it all the time, that the way elite top-flight college football is played these days, it's essentially a mirror of the NFL. And by that, we mean in order to be successful, you need to have a smart coach. You need to be really good at quarterback. You need to make sure you surround yourself with some key playmakers around the quarterback and some key playmakers on defense. But another element to the NFL game that isn't talked about very much is the fact that championship teams at the NFL level win by running back by committee. Gone are the days where you have one all-pro running back, you give them the ball 400 times in a season, and you win a Super Bowl. You're seeing that with college as well. Pretty much the days of a Herschel Walker, of a guy carrying a team to a national title at the running back position, they just don't exist anymore. You look at all the top flight programs in college football. You look at the Georgia Bulldogs. You look at the USC Trojans. You look at the Ohio State. Heck, even the Michigan Wolverines utilize 2 or 3 different running backs. The key to success at top flight college football, one of them I should say, is running back by committee. Regardless how talented or how great or how amazing one running back may look, and you say, oh, this guy's special, maybe he should be our number 1 guy. Don't fall into that trap. And Notre Dame's not, which is really smart by Freeman and company. They recognize that the way to win national titles is to keep this running back by committee approach, along with everything else going on with this program right now. This is one of the reasons why Notre Dame is off to such a strong start. It looks even better than a lot of people are giving them credit for. They're doing things smart under Coach Freeman and Notre Dame, and I think they will continue to rise up the rankings, and I think they'll end up competing for a playoff spot before it's all said and done.
Yeah, Nick, this Notre Dame team looks phenomenal. Coach Marcus Freeman, he's a smart coach that you needed. He's doing a really good job. The Sam Hartman pickup looks very smart. I'm sure a team like Alabama wish they would have gone with a guy like Hartman. Hartman has looked phenomenal for Notre Dame so far. But the running back by committee also very good, because this is a committee of 5. 5 different running backs were listed in the article. 5 guys on the stat sheet. If you look at Stime, Love, Payne, Price, or Ford, there is a ton of running back talent on this team. This may be like the next Alabama, where they had that run of running backs that one year. I think there's like 4 or 5 guys in that running back room who all went on to play in the NFL. This Notre Dame running back room, all of these guys are looking to contribute. They have 4 guys already, 2 of which have over 60 yards. Another two have over 100 yards, and one, a teammate, already has 345 yards rushing through 3 games. So that is very, very impressive. They are pounding the rock, but I do love that Coach Marcus Freeman says, while Hartman is great, we have been passing very well. This team has an identity, and we want to stick to it. We're hard charging at the running back position, and we are not going to let up. So this looks really great. Notre Dame fans are going to love this. They want to keep that identity, but keep going forward, bring it a little bit new age. Instead of one running back, they have 5. This is a committee of running backs that looks very, very interesting. And I love it, Nick, because if one of these guys gets hurt, you feel really good that you have 4 more right behind them that can all pick up the slack. It is going to take an act of Congress to whittle this running back room down. It is very, very impressive the amount of culture or the amount of talent this team has cultivated in the running back department.
Yeah, you bring up a great point. Of course, having a bevy of running backs, if one goes down, you've got 3 or 4 other guys to replace them. There's also the game planning element, right? If you go up against a quality team like they're going to go up against an Ohio State in a few weeks, those programs are going to be game planning against certain players and certain schemes. Well, guess what? If you're Ohio State, how do you game plan against 5 running backs? With 5 different styles, 5 different, ways they run the ball, 5 different ways Notre Dame likes to give them the football. It puts a lot of stress on defensive coordinators to prepare their defenses for that. And it puts a lot of stress on the defensive coordinators and the players during the game to react to different running backs. That's one of the reasons why the Alabamas historically would always do that. Georgia does it now with a lot of success. Having a bunch of running backs just puts a lot of stress on defenses and defensive coaches. It's setting up Notre Dame for a big-time matchup in Ohio State in a few short weeks. I think this will give a big advantage, but I also think it will continue to propel them the rest of the season. I think Notre Dame's strong start is a sign of how good they're going to be this year, and I think it's top flight. I think this is a potential playoff team, no doubt about it.